Hello everyone and welcome to Hannover Messe 2025. As always, igus's has a lot of interesting new products available for you to see, and I think I'll just take you on a booth tour.
Welcome to this year's booth for the Chainge program. This year we put the focus on all the steps in the mechanical recycling process, which is the heart for the Chainge program. The biggest news this year is the full switch for the E21 series out of our cradle material. This we could do due to the help of all collected end-of-life energy chains from the Chainge program. Moreover, over our marketplace, we were able to sell recycled material, which is a big step towards the vision to collect technical plastics in general.
Here I can show you the complete harness-ready cables according to Chainge. So we use our raw material cable with special connectors here for every application for Chainge, and also we have ready cables suitable to 40 drive technology manufacturers like Siemens or SEW or Lancer with many different connectors. Also we have newest hybrid connectors for Bosch reactors for RLB2. Here you can see the connector. It's all suitable to the Bosch reactors drives. And we have on this side here the Chainge P rack. It's a complete printed rack solution. So we can put the complete system onto this 3D printed rack and send it to you into your application. Now you see here our ready chain system with module connect, so you can put it very easy into the application. It's one system, one big interface, and with this fast positioner here, you can handle it very easy in your application, save time and money. And here I can show you the Chainge Eco Rack. It's our complete rack solution made from wood, so we can send this system to you and to your factory, and you can disassemble it very easy without any tools and send it back to us in Cologne.
Welcome to the Chainflex area here on the HMI booth. Here you are seeing our smart case, one of our news for this year's HMI. It is smart because we are having a sensor which the customer can buy as an add-on for the Chainflex case S and M. This sensor is an intelligent measurement of the cable length within both cases. It will tell the customer via an app which length is remaining on the cable drum within the case. Here on the other side, we have another news, the 90-degree UL for our PVC servo and motor cable. Maybe you remember our news from the SPS last year. There we also had this 90-degree UL as a news. There it was for our PUR servo and motor cables. And now we have the high-end PVC servo and motor cables. And now we are able to give our customer the whole cast down life up experience, because we are now having PVC, PUR and TPE servo and motor cable with a 90-degree UL. And since several years, we already have the control cable with a 90-degree UL. And last but not least, I want to tell you something about our PVC cable. That are not news, but we definitely want to talk this year more about PVC cable, because our competitors are now coming to the market and telling our customers that PVC is a great material for the e-chain. But we already have, since over 35 years, PVC cable on stock, because our first cable, the CF1, was already a PVC cable. And nowadays we have over 28 different series on stock. We have our own PVC compound, which we test in our test lab in Cologne. And PVC has great cost advantages, great mechanical stability, and especially in dry application, it is really good to use. That's why we are now focusing on PVC to tell our customer what a great material it is.
Energy chain systems in retrieval stock system. Very risky because they're running unmanned. Nobody see if something happened. If something's fall down, everything goes to crash. For that, we have the new push-pull force and brake detection system for the vertical retrieval stock system, yeah, with the integrated push-pull force sensor here and the brake detection here, which the rope which is running along the chains, it detects when the chain breaks or blocks and then stops the machine early before a big catastrophic failure happens. Please follow me. Another news this year is the BLE module. This is a small module with 2 batteries, a small BLE sensor inside, and it monitors these four sensors, and it is possible to see the sensor status here. This is 50%, so means this bearings are running on 50%. If this concentrator is anywhere in the room, and there are up to 100 or 200 from that sensors, this will be forwarded to the igus cloud, and in the igus cloud we are able to create directly orders. That means when the bearing reaches the end of its lifetime, when the chain flex case reach the end of its filling, yeah, then automatically or semi-automatically new orders can be taken into the system. So, and what we say this year, the first time, we hand over now to Atronia. These are the guys, they're doing the development for all our electronics. They're doing the production for all electronics. This year, we are happy to have them on the booth, yeah, so that they're also able to provide their own services and their own hardware.
Hello, I'm from Atronia. Atronia was added recently in the igus ecosystem. We are a company that develops tech that makes sense. And what is this? We are specialists in developing solutions for acquiring process measurements and transmit it wirelessly. So we have several solutions for indoors and outdoors. And we also have dashboards to see and visualize the information. Here we have one of our gateways for outdoor to measure and transmit process outdoors. The sensor must be power supplied, and also we have power enough to transmit the information. So we have a solar panel here. This one is prepared to measure level. We also have this one. You can connect here any RS485 kind of sensor. We have dozens of this in fish farms, for instance, and we are presenting now for the first time in Hanover this year this product. This product, we are very proud of it. It's a universal gateway. It can receive information and transmit through Wi-Fi. It can transmit information through LTE and receive information for BLE sensors. It also has a very powerful processor inside. It's not only a gateway, but also a processor. You can install here any kind of program or develop your own programs in C, in Python, in JSON, whatever you want to use. It's able to receive information for digital inputs and for analog inputs also. We are making some models that are able to receive information from load cells. This one is also a very neat product. It's also a universal gateway with processor capacities, and it was designed to be indoor. It's very powerful. It can receive information for BLE sensors, so you can develop your own ecosystem of sensing. You can have BLE sensors for vibration, for temperature, for humidity, any kind of process that you want to measure, and aggregate it here. And with all these products, you can easy plug and play solutions. So what we offer to the customer is decreasing costs in installation time. We are very proud of our products. We are very proud of our dashboards where you can visualize all the information that you gather. Come and visit and contact us. We are waiting for you. Thank you.
igus is already with a lot of solutions in the stage industry. First, I want to show you the new zigzag standard, zigzag E456. You can realize travel lengths up to 40 meters. The Eastpool Theater HD30 with spring retraction is available now with a 21 meter distance length. In addition, we offer a larger one, the Eastpool Theater HD42. with up to 50% higher filling. The eSpool Theater HD42E with motor and control pull out up to 40 meters. Our new standard steel trough ST200 for traveling up to 200 meters. It is a very cost-efficient guide trough with integrated rise protection.
One of our highlights this year is a new e-dispenser with a new wheel, especially for shore power. In combination with the new e-dispenser, we have a new Triflex e-chain, the new TR-HD 142. This is a new e-chain with an inner and outer design, specially designed for the e-dispenser. Another highlight this year is our new light mounting brackets with and without strain relief in size 50. Here are the front holes for an additional fixation opportunity. If you have long hanging applications, for example, laser cutting or laser welding, you need a stable radius. With the new radius stabilization protector, we guarantee that the radius is stable. Other highlights from the Triflex and Robotic is our new ESD portfolio. Dress packs and, of course, the fiber rod system are now available in ESD material. Last but not least, we have here also in dissipative ESD material our scour cable solution. It is certificated and available. And this year, as a study, the same for ESD and dissipative material, but as a clean room version. Another clean room products will now offered from my colleague Kira. Thank you very much.
So this is our battery booth. We have new certifications for dry clean room classes, and they have different styles. So we are now also looking at a long time certification where the e-chain runs about a year in a dry environment, and we look how the cleanliness does change. So this is like the main focus of this machine that we have here with all the clean room products, as you can individually see them. Here we have all our e-skin material that you can see. The new part here is that we now have ESD versions of the e-skin. So this is a big highlight that we have. Next to it, we have all the news of our e-skin flat, also ESD, and some mounting brackets news that we have. And a novelty that we are showing is our 2-card support chain, which will make the adjustment much easier. Here we have a really fast machine for our clean room products with even lateral movement. So this is a big highlight. So these are all products that are also clean room certified, not dry clean room, but clean room certified, and how they can move really fast on an X and Y axis. The middle one on this machine is the C6. There we have also news. We now made the smallest version a C622. So this is like this, with ESD side parts and igutex crossbars, and does have the same style as the C6. So this is the highlight here. Now away from the clean room parts, we are going to our single part e-chains. There we have a really small one for very, very tight spaces for one cable to extend the lifetime. Next to it, we are showing our office chain oval, which is a really nice design with the new parts of an RBR and an intermediate bracket. Here we are showing our E21 news. So we now have to extend the inner height of the E21, which is already available. We have a bigger closed version, so the 48 enclosed. And the biggest news is that we are making the whole E21 series from recycled plastics to decrease our footprint by 80%. Next to it now we have a lot of new eSpool Flex designs
some light versions who have to be installed in an application at the customer so nobody can touch it, or the housed ones. So there are a lot of news that we have. Next to it is our G4, which is an e-chain which is only designed for gliding applications. So we try to do it low cost and to save some space, so it does not have to be too heavy. And it's like for indoor cranes or similar applications. Here on this side, we have our eTrack DC. So, and we are showing like how it functions. And the news here is that the outlet right now is at the top because we realized a lot of customers have their outlets at the top as well. So we are showing how this works with the look inside of it. Next to me, we have the small YE-HD 200. So it has like 4 metal parts and the plastic parts in between. So this is a very nice show to see how big it is. Another design study that we are showing is carbon plates for the YE, which decreases the weight a ton, but we'll have to see if we can find the customers for it. Another really nice highlight for the 4 pieces e-chains is the first E4Q lids that we did, and therefore the E4Q64L e-chain. So here you can see our plane chain, which is travels up to 100 meter with an E6 on the side. So this is like the plane chain mini. The eTrack Mini for maybe a desk to charge something. We have the design study with different guides. So that's like really just for charging your phone or something. And the last one I want to show you is the GLOS. This is also for indoor cranes. We just made some more sizes here to be more flexible for what the customers actually need.
Hello and welcome to the HMI. I show you the news for PRT. The new one is this compact version. And as you can see here, the compact version is slimmer than the standard one. If you compare it directly, you see that the outside ring is really small. And you can also directly assemble it in the outside ring because we have threads on the outside. So this is a new compact version to just save space and get more insight. Another topic is angle adjustment. If you just need an angle stop or angle adjustment, we have for the PRT04 series, the mechanical version up to 720 degrees. So you can easily turn this one to the end point, and you can also adjust the angle with these 2 stops here. For the PRT05, we also added an angle stop. For the first start, we have an angle stop at 360 degrees. Everything is integrated and it's looking like this. You have a groove inside, and also there's a small sliding element inside where it blocks at the end point. Now the news for coating. We have a new flexible wired mesh in 2 different sizes. So we have a small one and a bigger one. And as you can see here, this is a flexible wired mesh stainless steel coated with our IC05 or IC02, IC01. And you can flexibly mount it, also bend it. And if you make a hole here, you can also mechanically make a screw inside or make a nut and just fasten everything. And everything is also mechanically secured. If the part is weared out, you can easily disassemble it and just make the new one on the surface, and you have a wear protection.
Hi, this is our highlight news this year, our PFAS-Free materials. You know the ongoing debate about PFAS-free and PFAS-free materials. We offer PFAS-free bearings, and this year we introduced the rest of our 5 standard materials. So now we can offer GPF, XPF, HPF, JPF, W300PF, all standard materials and PFAS-free alternatives for you. This is our new Igudor G2. It's based on Igudor G1, our improved G material, offering meta temperature extension and also humidity absorption, which allows us to have a very low clearance standard program. You know from metal plus PTFE bearings, for example, the compound bearings, that they offer very low tolerances. With Igor G2, we can offer these now also. This is our new guide shoe. You can just screw the guide shoe onto profiles and then you have a very easy guiding for the typical standard profiles. And this is especially for low-cost automation and automation projects for our customers. And the last addition for the Igor highlights this year is our new W300E material. You know it from last year's edition, the Q3E. We now have the same material with a W300 sliding layer. And this is especially good for low-cost shafts, for example, in construction machines, where you have high numbers of bearings with a lot of shafts, and the low-quality shafts run perfectly fine in this sliding layer.
Hello, welcome to the HMI booth 2025 from me and from Iggy Rob, our humanoid robot. So in this case, we show the new Rebel Move Pro, an AMR, in this case with Pick by Light. So I can choose the box. I can choose that I want to send him to station A. I have to fill the box. There's the light blue. So I have to put the box inside. Rebel Move Pro, go. Here we show the new software robot control. That is one software for our robots. So you can influence and program Rise Robot, the Hit Robot, robots like the Rebel, or in this case, the Levi. Because integration is the most important stuff, and normally you always have to use different software, and in this case, it's just one software.
One of our highlights is our telescopic guide, NTM45. It's an extension up to 500 millimeters. It's a combined one-team product. It's consisting of a dry linear guide, a dry spin lead screw drive, a coated IC05 aluminum part in the middle, a tooth belt technology, and finally driven by a dry-line E motor and motor control. So for short strokes or long strokes, a space-effective solution. C0670, WS0670. It's a rail guide which fits perfectly on aluminum construction profiles 80 millimeter. Yeah, so a level on both sides, so there's no overlap. So a very nice guidance in silver and in black available. Another Dryland W size, which is also very, very interesting, is this hybrid bearing, because it's a spring inside. This means if you have a high load, the spring presses the roller, which is inside the bearing. I'll show you here. Yeah. If you have a load, put on the bearing, it presses the roller inside the housing and protects it. And if you release the load, then the carriage, the bearing, or the complete carriage, it's moving very easily and smooth. Ideal for tread steps in trains or movable seats where you have load on the static situation, and if you have dynamic movement without any load, the roller takes over. Another new generation of linear module is this SLR size 30. We introduced size 40, 50, and 60 last year, and size 30 is a smaller version, a rigid version with less clearance and very flexible installation and fastening options. You can use this with a single carriage, with two carriage, as a complete mount with a mounted plate, and XY and XZ installation size. A new linear module on 3 sides, completely protected. It's the SLR. It's a dry spin size inside. It moves smooth, protected, the linear guide, and the lead screw drive is moving inside the housing, inside the rail. So protected from 3 sides. Now available also for lead screw drives up to stroke length to 1 meter. With dry-linen lead screws, this universal lead screw nut is completely new. It's made of JPF, an awarded PFAS-Free material. And you have here the option to fix the nut. And the way you fix it, you can use this as a one-to-one replacement to existing solutions from other suppliers. If it is metallic or coated or whatever you already have, and you want to change to a smooth dry spin lead screw technology without any lubrication, this nut makes it possible. Inside this sample track unit, all these sample foams will be handled by dry-linen linear guide in height with a ZLW tooth belt actuator, but completely new with both synchronized telescopic guide options. Here we adjust the height, and if you take the tray, put it back into the rack, the telescopic guide will move it inside the rack and return to final position. Take off the next one.
This is our new 4-hole fit flange bearing for easy assembly and a quick assembly. I can show you. You can change the bearing insert, the split bearing insert, very fast. Also new is our pillow block with the quick release. It's really easy to change the bearing, especially without tools.
Hi, here we are at the roller business unit. For the 2025 Hannover Fair, we offer a newly developed roller for ropes, so pulleys in 3 different sizes. We also offer new sizes for ball bearing covers for 3 smaller ball bearings. Lastly, we offer new sizes for existing trick roller made of igutex.
I want to introduce you the news from the dry gear team. So what is new is the dry gear warm gear, which you probably already know, but now you can also get it out of our standard portfolio with the ignition indicator and the hand clamp and hand wheel. So you can just order it right away from our website. Also in the ball bearing version with one-sided output or double-sided output and in every size. So there you can also see the 50 size, but also the small 20 size and in all kind of ratios out of our standard portfolio now.
Hi, welcome at igus's 3D printing. Our newest development is the resin, the iGutex i4000, which was specially developed for gears applications. As you can see here on the charts, it has a 30 times higher elongation at break than our old one. And it's possible to print gears with a tooth module of 0.16.
Welcome to our news from the BU Xerox. We have 3 new products for you this year. The first one is a ceramic ball bearing. You can see it here. The next news from the BU Xerox is the ball transfer in ESD. You can see the material is black. And the last news from the business unit Xeros is the Saturn ball transfer. The Saturn ball transfer can be mounted with screws. Welcome to our igusverse corner. So this is actually our digital twin of igus, of the igus products. We have different application and industry worlds where we show our products in machines. You can make them, you can zoom them, make them larger, look into the machines. And it's a very nice way of demonstrating the products in the application. We also offer this solution, the whole virtual reality world, to our customers so that we can create these worlds with their machines and their products if they provide us with their 3D data. Welcome to our igus Go app corner. This is our picture recognition app with which you can take a picture with your phone of an application and it recognizes what kind of machine, what kind of application this is and where there is potential for igus products without lubrication. We also offer this software as a white label product. So if you're interested in using this whole picture recognition software, we can provide you with it so that you can use it for your machines and your customers.
Today I'm going to show you our latest version of our resale bike. What we see here is our new design for the rims, so you have a much better experience to ride it. And also many parts, many components, like our bearings and the pedals and the crank, our Xeros bearings, zero lubrication, our bike components parts, like the handlebars, and also handlebars included with lights, and our full injection molding frame. Yeah. And if you want to know more about the bike and where it currently stands, then you're welcome to join the igus Bike World Tour on our igus sites.
Okay guys, this was our booth tour. I hope you enjoyed it as much as I did. See you next time.